Hello everyone, welcome back to Atreyu Crochet. So in today's video we're going to be making a scarf like this. Similar to this, I'm going to be using different colors because who wants to make an exact replica of one that you've already made? That's no fun. This will be the second video in my horizontal scarf series, that's what I'm calling it. It's basically crocheting the long way, establishing your length initially with that first set of chains that you make. And yeah, it just gives it a different look. So if you want to make this easy scarf, stay tuned. I just wanted to take a moment to show this amazing, awesome gift that I received from una amiga mía. Ella es de Venezuela y es ahora una parte de mi familia. So she made this amazing banner, and obviously it says Atreyu Crochet, and it has like the yarn and the buttons. I've used buttons on some of my projects in the past. Of course, the beautiful crochet hook. I love it how it's in gold. Las tijeras, so the scissors, and yeah, I just love it. I can't even imagine how much time this took to make, but it's so beautiful, isn't it? I love the colors. Oh yeah, also this is a stitch marker. So basically she, from watching my videos, has looked at the different things that I use in my videos and has recreated them in this manner. So I am afraid to even hold it because it's so beautiful. I don't want to mess it up. But yeah, I wanted to at least show you guys and also thank Senora Cañas for this awesome, amazing gift. It's beautiful and I absolutely love it. Así que muchísimas gracias a usted. Alright, let's get to today's video. Alright, so things you will need include a pair of scissors. Okay, you're going to need a darning, weaving tapestry needle. You're going to need some yarn, obviously, and I'm going to be using 3 different colors. You see in this scarf I used 1, 2, 3 different colors. Okay, but if you want, you can just use 1 color. And by the way, you only need 1 skein to complete the scarf. It's super easy. It's not super thick. It's more so for stylistic purposes, you know, something to wear maybe while you're at work, over some clothes to kind of complement it or to accessorize, things like that. However, if you do want to make it multiple colors, then yeah, choose 3 different skeins. Okay, and then obviously you're going to need a crochet hook. This is a medium 4 yarn, okay, and it normally calls for I think 5.5 millimeter. That is US. However, I like to go larger because of my tension, so I'll be using a 7 millimeter crochet hook. Let's get to it. So as always, we're going to start out with a slip knot. Take your yarn, wrap it around your finger, twist exchange, wrap this one around your finger that way. Now pull this one over that one and off your finger while lifting up on the one that's still on your finger. Insert your crochet hook in there and pull to tighten. For my length, I ended up chaining out 181 stitches or chains. Okay, it's gonna depend on how long you want your scarf. Okay, you don't need to worry about it being an even or an odd number. You don't need to worry about the multiple. That's how easy this pattern is. So what I suggest you do is crochet out the number of chains, kind of drape it around your neck and see if it hangs low enough, and then if it does, stop there. So I'll get us started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so I've started this with 20. As I said, I'm going to go to 181. You go as long as you need to. I'll meet you once I get these chained out. Alright, so I have my 181 chains made, and now I'm going to yarn over and I'm going to crochet into the 3rd chain from the hook. So here's the hook, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Third chain right there from the hook. Because I'm making a double crochet, that's why I yarned over. Okay, so yarn over, go back to that third chain, enter the chain. You can get 1 loop or you can get 2 loops, whatever your preference. Okay, now yarn over, pull through 3 loops, yarn over, go through 2, 1, 2, yarn over, go through 2, 1, 2. Okay, that chain 2 that was created by crocheting in the third chain from the hook, when the hook was there, will count as a stitch. Okay, so when we come back this way, we're going to crochet. Well, you'll see what we do, but we're going to utilize it. Alright, and now we're just going to put 1 double crochet in every chain across. So yarn over, here's the next chain, go in there, grabbing 1 or 2 loops. I grabbed 1, yarn over, pull through to the front for 3 loops. Yarn over, go through 2, 1, 2, yarn over, go through 2, 1, 2. Yarn over, here's the next chain right there. Enter, yarn over, pull through to the front for 3 loops. Yarn over, go through 2, 1, 2, yarn over, go through 2, 1, 2. Okay, so we're going to just continue putting 1 double crochet in every chain across. That's very simple. And I will meet you once I get to that final chain. Okay, see you there. So I've made it to my last chain there, and I'm going to put a double crochet in it. No surprise there, right? Alright, now instead of chaining 2 or 3 and turning my work and going in the other direction, I'm going to go around. Okay, so I'm going to be maintaining the front side of these stitches on one side. It will not alternate. I don't know if you noticed that in this, but you're looking at the front side of all the stitches here. Okay, just like if you turn it over, you're looking at all the back side stitches. Okay, the way I achieve that and the way that you will achieve that is by doing this. So right now I'm going to chain 1 like that, and I'm going to crochet over this last double crochet that I just made. I'm going to put some single crochets in there. So I'm just going to go in between the last double crochet and the penultimate, the second to last double crochet. In that space, yarn over, pull through to the front for 2 loops, and I'm going to pull all the way through like that. Okay, I'm going to put another one, go in there, yarn over, pull through to the front, 2 loops, yarn over, go through 2 like that. Okay, I like to put 2 single crochets for each double crochet that I crochet over. Okay, and whenever you're in a corner, like right now I'm about to start a corner, usually I like to put at least 2 stitches to allow it to make its way around the corner, as I like to say. Okay, so here I am going to enter, yarn over, pull through to the front, and go through 2. Okay, you see how it's starting to curve now, and then I'm going to do 1 more, yarn over, go through 2. Okay, and now I'm exactly where I want to be. I've rounded the corner. Okay, so now I'm going to switch my yarn, okay, because I'm using 3 different colors, and the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to grab the other one, and I'm just going to hook it on like that, pull it through like that, and then pull on the red so that that loop disappears like that. Okay, and you can tug on the burgundy or maroon one as well to get your loop small again. Okay, once that red loop disappears to your satisfaction and you get the size that you want in terms of the burgundy, try not to lose it like I just did. So do that again, hook it on, pull it through. Alright, now pull on the red. Once you get that loop to disappear, and then you get the size of the loop that you want on your hook, then tie a couple of knots. So you'll tie a knot between the working red, the one you just dropped, and the new color. You can put your hook back in there just so you don't lose it. I know it's a lot of strands going on right now, but we got this. So let's cut the red. That'll help. Alright, we're done with that red. Now, we have the tail of the burgundy, and there are two reds here because that was where we first started. So we can just tie the burgundy with both of those tails if you want. Just tie a couple of knots. One, get that hook back in there. If you're a newbie and you don't want to lose your loop, okay, and then tie a second knot like that. Two. Okay, so now we're working with the burgundy. Alright, and yes, we have a lot of tails here. One thing you can do is kind of cut them so that they're all relatively the same length. Told you you're going to need scissors. Alright, and this is what you're going to do next. So we're going to start making double crochets again here. The way I like to do this is I like to find the stitch, find the bottom of it. So right there, that bottom, really that's just the chain that you crocheted into. When it was like that, you put that double crochet in that chain, right? So that's really just the chain. So find the corresponding chain for that double crochet and start out by putting a single crochet in there. Notice I threw my tails on top because I want to crochet over them. So single crochet, pull through to the front, 2 loops, yarn over, go through 2, and then chain 1. Okay, that will kind of get me to the height of the double crochets, and then I'm going to go back in there and put an actual double crochet. Go through 2, go through 2. Okay, and now I can start. So find the next double crochet in the corresponding chain there, lay my tails on top, yarn over because it's a double crochet, go right in the base of the double crochet into that chain, yarn over, pull through to the front for 3 loops, 1, 2, 3, yarn over, go through 2, 1, 2, yarn over, go through 2, 1, 2. Okay, yarn over, go into the next one. Here's the next double crochet, there's the base, and make a double crochet. Okay, so you're just going to continue putting 1 double crochet in the base of every double crochet all the way down. Okay, and yeah, after you do that, don't worry about those tails. If they're poking through, you can always pull them through or weave them in or cut them down later. Okay, the important thing though is that you're just making your double crochets into the base of the corresponding double crochet. So double crochet, here's the base, make a double crochet in there like that. Okay, continue on around this way and I'll meet you once we get to the other end. See you there. So I want to get back on to show you one more thing, okay, in terms of where to enter. So here you have the double crochet. It's upside down right now, but it's there. And this is the chain that you crocheted into right there. Now because I went into only 1 loop, that left 2 loops, right? So make sure that when you make your double crochet, when you go just up under the bottom of that double crochet, you get those 2 loops like that. See how it has 2 loops there? Let me show you how it looks if you only get 1 loop. So here's the next one. If I don't go right down there, I only get 1 loop like that, then it's like that and it just doesn't look as well. Or I could have grabbed just the other one, so just that one. You really have to put effort in to only get 1 loop, or at least the 1 front loop, but I'm going to do it just to show you what not to do, like that. Okay, once again, it's just not well supported, right, because it's only 1 loop. So make sure that you get both loops. So yarn over, go in the base, it should be meaty, 2 loops like that, and then this double crochet is nice and flush against that one, kind of like a mirror image, mirror reflection, right? Okay, hopefully that helps. Alright, so I've just about made it to the other end. I have this double crochet and then remember that chain 2 that was left. So I'm going to put double crochet at the base of that final double crochet. Notice there's only one loop. It's because in that one I went into 2 loops, so that's why there's only one left. Alright, I'll make that double crochet, and then for symmetry's sake I'm just going to enter the bottom chain there. So yarn over and put a double crochet in there like that. Okay, I was going to switch colors at this point, but this yarn kind of changes colors on its own. It'll eventually make its way to black. So I think I'm just gonna stick with this one because it does the job for me. Notice how that double crochet goes down deeper because of where I entered. That bothers me because I'm picky like that. So I'm gonna try to find a better spot. Maybe just go into one loop like that, since I went into one loop in the previous one, and now it's more lined up with the rest of them. Okay, so I know that it might be kind of hard to see right now, but we're at the other end. So remember, I like to chain 1, and then I told you I like to put 2 single crochets for every double crochet. So this is 1 double crochet, it'll get 2. This chain 2 is counting as a double crochet, it'll get 2, and then I'm going to put 2 more double crochet in that corner so that I'm able to curve around. Okay, so I've chained 1, I just go in between the last double crochet and the second to last and put 2 single crochets. I'm sorry if you can't see, I know it's dark. Now I move to this chain 2 and I put 2 single crochets. Did I say double crochet? If I did, I meant single crochet. Okay, and now I'm going to put 2 more single crochet in that same space just to curve myself around. Okay, now this side is going to be a little bit easier. It's going to be a little bit easier because I actually have the tops of the stitches to crochet into. So I think at the other end I might have put a single crochet in that first stitch and then chain 1, and then I might have gone back in there and made another double crochet, but I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to use this second single crochet that I used to curve around as the single crochet that I chained 1 with. So to recap, here I chained 1, then I put 2 single crochet around that double crochet, then I put 2 single crochet around that chain 2 space, and then I put 1 single crochet and a second single crochet to get me around the corner. Now that I'm around the corner, I'm going to chain 1, and that'll get me to the height of the double crochet. And now I'm going to yarn over and start my double crochet. So I'm just going to slice the icing. This is the first double crochet there. I'm going to slice the icing off the top of that cake like that. It's red velvet. Yarn over, pull through to the front for 3 loops. 1, 2, 3. Yarn over, go through 2. Yarn over, go through 2. And now it's just 1 double crochet in every stitch across, just as before. Okay, so just keep doing that and I will meet you at the other side. See you there. Alright, so as you can see, I'm at the other end. Sorry, I apologize that it is now the black part. I know that's going to be difficult for some of you guys to see, but we're going to keep on pushing forward. Just listen closely to what I have to say. Alright, so as before, when we get to the end, we're going to chain 1, okay? And then we're going to put 2 single crochets over that double crochet. So it's going to go around this last one, and I'm going to insert my crochet hook between the last stitch and the penultimate stitch. So insert, yarn over, pull through to the front, 2 loops, yarn over, go through 2, re-enter, make another one, yarn over, go through 2. Okay, now I am just going to crochet into the single crochets that are already there. So find the next single crochet, slice the icing off the top of the cake, yarn over, pull through to the front for 2 loops, 1, 2, yarn over, go through 2. Alright, And just continue putting one single crochet in every stitch to get yourself across. If you split your yarn, just take it out and redo it. You guys know I'm a perfectionist. Alright, and then it's going to kind of create this bulge. Alright, so here's my last single crochet. So I'm going to put a single crochet in it. And then, I guess technically, yeah, that's where I chained one. So I'm going to put 2 single crochets over there just because it's the corner. You guys know I like to do that. And now I'm at the true double crochet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slice the icing off the top of the cake, put a single crochet, chain 1 now to get myself up to the height of the double crochet, yarn over, go back in there and make a double crochet like that. Okay, so this is kind of what it's going to look like. It's a little bit unique, and you can, to be honest, shape your edges however you want, but I kind of like this. And then from here it's very easy. You just put 1 double crochet in every stitch across. So yarn over, slice the icing off the top of the cake, yarn over, pull through to the front for 3 loops, 1, 2, 3, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, and just continue doing that. So I'm going to put 1 double crochet all the way around till I get to this edge right here. I'm going to do exactly what I did over here on this one, okay? And then when I'm done, you'll see from this one, you should have a total of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? So continue in that fashion, and I will check back with you guys a little bit later. See you soon. Okay, so now I'm at this double crochet. I'm going to put a double crochet in there. Alright, and then there's another double crochet there, but it has 2 single crochets on top of it, so it's kind of hidden. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 single crochets around this double crochet, but remember first you always want to chain 1 to kind of get yourself out there, then go in between that last double crochet that you see and the one before it. Just put a single crochet, 1, and then back in there for 2. And now we're going to put a single crochet in all the single crochets that are there. So here's 1. Put a single crochet in there, and if your yarn splits, then just fix it. Alright, single crochet in there, single crochet in there, single crochet in there. And you guys, this does not have to be precise. I just want to emphasize that, okay? Single crochet in that single crochet, single crochet in that single crochet, single crochet in that single crochet. Okay, and now we're back at this place where we're at the double crochet. So we single crochet and then we chain 1. So that I put a single crochet in the single crochet, and then there's the chain 1. So in this corner I'm going to put another single crochet there just to kind of get me around the corner, and then I'm going to chain 1. And then in that first double crochet there, that's where I'm going to put an actual double crochet. And then a double crochet in every stitch. So a couple of things that I want to mention. First of all, we just went around twice. Okay, so you can tell, you see 4 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 of the rows are facing up, right here, and then 2 rows the stitches are facing down. So that clues you into the fact that you've made only 2 rounds, okay? 2 in each direction, if you will. 2 rounds, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, I want my width to be 6, so I'm going to make 2 more rounds. The other thing that I want to mention is that we've completed a round, okay? So how do we know? Because there are 2 rows, or there are 2 levels on this side and there are 2 levels on this side as well, going in the opposite direction. So we completed 2 rounds. Say we started this one and there were 3 and we were only here, then that means we haven't gone all the way around and come back here because they're not 3 that are facing that direction, okay? So as I've said a million times now, you don't have to be precise with your edges. You can kind of design them how you want them to be. I kind of like just playing it by ear and seeing what I want to do as I get there. But feel free to do what I did, or feel free to venture off and do your own thing. So, alright, now I'm just going to continue putting more stitches, more double crochets in every double crochet across, and also single crochets in the single crochets that are on the edges. And yeah, I'm probably going to have to switch to another yarn or use another yarn because I don't know if this will complete the scarf. We shall see. But yeah, I'll meet you once I get back to the end. Okay, so if you're confused about the edges, just rewatch that section, and remember, it does not have to be precise. Be creative, people. Be creative. Alright, I'll see you soon. Alright, so I'm at another corner. Thought I'd pop back on one more time and show you, especially since the part of the yarn that I'm working with now is a bit lighter. So here's that last double crochet, and it has 2 single crochets around it. 1, 2. So I'm going to, and right there, I don't know if you can see, but that's right there, that's the top of the double crochet that these 2 single crochets are on. So I'm going to put a double crochet in that double crochet by slicing the icing off the top of the cake. Alright, now I'm going to chain 1, remember, to extend myself out. I'm going to put 2 single crochets in there between this double crochet and that one. So just go in like that, make 1 single crochet, and go back in there, make another single crochet. Now I'm going to put single crochets into the single crochets that are there. So here's 1. So slice the icing off the top of the cake. And here's another one. If you can't see it, you can stretch it a little bit. You see the top there, that opening. Okay. So slice the icing off the top of the cake. And then just continue putting 1 single crochet in every single crochet across, like that. Alright, here's the single crochet. And now this is that single crochet that I just crocheted into. That's the one where I chained 1. Okay, so what I'm going to do is in that, so this is the single crochet, and then that's the chain 1. In that space where that chain 1 is, I'm going to put a single crochet, and then I'm going to chain 1, and now that gets me up to the height, right? And now in this first actual double crochet, just like last time, I'm going to put a double crochet. And then I'll be starting my pattern of 1 double crochet in every double crochet around. Okay, so I just showed you again exactly what I did the last time. And as I said, you can do this how you want, but this is my last round. You can tell because if you look at this way, this is the bottom of the stitch, that's the top. That's 1, 2, 3. That's 3 rounds or rows, right? Let's just look at them as rows right now. So 1, 2, 3 rows, starting with the red, and then this side, starting with the burgundy, right? In this direction, 1, 2, and this is the 3rd row. Okay, so technically there are only 3 rounds, but when you complete 3 rounds, you have 6 levels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I started with the red, went all the way around, and I did change color, and that was 1, and that gave me these 2 lines. Then I moved to the next color for the 2nd round, and that gave me 2 more. Okay, and now I'm on the 3rd round, and that's going to give me 2 more for a total of 6. So this is going to be really nice once I'm done with it. Hopefully that explanation helps you. And now I'm going to finish this up, and I'll show you how to finish this scarf off. I'm liking it. I hope you guys are too. See you soon. Alright, so I am near the end. I just want to pop back on just to show you how I'm going to finish this. Okay, so as before, here are those single crochets that are crocheted around that last double crochet there, and that's the top of it right there. Okay, so I'm going to put a double crochet in that double crochet there. So slice the icing off the top of the cake and try to only get the top of the cake like that. Yarn over, pull through, and make 2 double crochets. Okay, so now you'll see I have 3, I don't want to call them rows even though they're rounds, but 1, 2, 3 on this side, and then going in this direction 1, 2, 3. So I've completed 3 rounds basically, so I know that I'm done. Now just to kind of finish this off, I'm going to chain 1 like I always do and put 2 single crochets in there, right? So 1, 2. And then instead of starting another round, a 4th round, which would give me 8 rows if you will, okay, I'm just going to slip stitch into the next single crochet like that, chain 1, and cut my yarn. Fasten off, okay. And now I'm going to take my darning, weaving tapestry needle, and I'm going to weave in the yarn into the part of the scarf that is using that color so that it doesn't bleed through. So I'm going to go through some stitches in one direction like that, okay, and then I'm going to take it back, take a slightly different path back in the other direction just to weave that yarn in. You guys know I like to come out the side, that's just my personal preference. And then I'm going to cut this down like that. Okay, and now I'm done. So this is my second horizontal scarf video, and it's really cool. It's kind of unique, you know. These edges are a little bit different because of what went on, you know, because you're crocheting on those final stitches of each row, and it just gives it a different look. But also I like how the scarf, one side of it or one face of it is showing you only the front side of the stitches. If I flip it over, the back side is showing you only the backs of the stitches, right? The back side of the stitches. So back and then front. Whereas if I wasn't making complete rounds, I was just going, you know, this way, chain 2 or 3, turn my work, go that way, then I'll be looking at the back side, then chain 2 or 3, turn my work, go that way, then I see the front side again. It alternates. But this, by going all the way around, by crocheting in rounds, this horizontal scarf, you actually achieve a slightly different look. And then of course the colors are just amazing. So hopefully you have enjoyed this video. You know, I'll see you in the next one. In the meantime, happy crocheting.